Hello, my
Hello.
name is Margareta Hedin, and I am a Swedish astrologer. And with me today, I have my colleague Katharina WestBlikk, who comes from Norway. Can you tell us something about your work, Katharina?
My name is Katharina and I work full-time as an esoteric astrologer, and I run my own esoteric center where we have different workshops, lectures, yoga classes, concerts, and different things that has focus on spiritual growth and psychology and development. I also have a astrology school it's an education that lasts for 3 years, where I educate students to become professional esoteric astrologers.
Wow, that's really a lot. But I've heard that you are some kind of superstar there in Norway. I mean, no, but I know that you have done TV and music and such. Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm. Music? No, 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 not
Not,
music.
not
No,
music.
my husband.
Your husband does the
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
Okay, but you have been working with him, so that was it. Okay. Anyway, can you tell us how is esoteric astrology different from normal Western astrology?
Well, you cannot kind of become an esoteric astrologer without the knowledge of also exoteric or classical astrology also. So you can say that the esoteric astrology is the chart of the soul. So the point of esoteric astrology is development and become more conscious in life and to be able to reach into your true essence and your soul. But before we can do that, we have to go through self development to grow into a unique personality. And for that, we need classical astrology
But how
also.
but how interesting. But what points are you looking on? Is it like, I mean, in some astrology, you look specifically more on the nodes, or what are you looking on at?
Yeah, I can say personally, I use kind of classical, evolutional, and esoteric astrology, and I look at evolutionary astrology as kind of a bridge between classical and esoteric astrology, because then we look at different developments of each placement, and also that it differentiates about what kind of consciousness you have and how conscious you are in your life. Then all your placement will become different as you develop. But we look actually a lot on the ascendant in
Aha!
esoteric astrology
And
as a
seems,
way into the soul.
it seems really difficult and interesting. So, so what will we learn when we come to the conference? What will you talk about? I'm so curious now, Katarina.
Well, I will talk about this year, 2026, from a more esoteric perspective, where I will talk like you can understand how it will affect you as an individual, and how you can use that kind of energetical weather to grow, to understand yourself better, and to use it in your self development or your spiritual path, but also how it will affect globally, like the collective consciousness on Earth. And the thing is that I would talk also a little bit about the rays, because in esoteric astrology we also use something called energy psychology, where there is 7 different rays and different combination in each person, that has different kind of light. And for example, everybody has a personality ray. So in a pure esoteric reading, that ray will be looked upon in combination with the sun placement. So then it will be a different light kind of going through that sun placement. So I will.
Okay. Katharina, if I want to learn this, do I need to study 3 more years?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
because I can say that the 3 years is only like the beginning of understanding esoteric astrology. It's kind of so big that you will probably be studying the rest of your life if it's something that really interests you.
well, I'm dedicating so far all my life to learning what I've learned in Western astrology and evolutionary astrology. So then the rest of my days will go for for understanding the race. Okay.
but but it would probably become, simpler for you because, well, in some cases it can also be more difficult because you already have learned astrology, and it's different than to kind of understand it in a different perspective, because then you have to kind of turn around everything you have learned into
Mhm.
something else. Because when you look upon pure esoteric chart, then it would become different rulers to each sign and everything, and every planet and every sign has a ray ruler, and yeah, so it's very complicated. Yes.
I need to do reading with you. But I think that we have to tell also the listeners about how you and me, because Katarina and I, we haven't actually really met yet in the physical body, just on Zoom. But still, we are both working for the same organization. Because me, I'm here in Stockholm, and I'm also organizing the conference. It's for the second time I'm doing an international conference in Stockholm, and I'm so happy to have Katarina coming to Sweden because she is our Norwegian OPA satellites, because we are called satellites, we who are working with spreading the word about OPA. And OPA is a very, very good organization. It's an international astrologic organization. And we will also have Mallory and Maurice, who are also OPA people in the conference. So that was little something about that. And now back to your mystical astrology. I,
So
and
what I will talk about from a bigger perspective is like the goal is always to become more conscious of the energy that is around us so we can grow. So you can say it goes from karma, the moon, or the south node, or Pluto, or retrograde planets, you can say, into growing into a more robust personality in this life, and that we believe in reincarnation, and that we are born with karmic patterns that we carry with us into the new life. And first it is self-development through developing the sun, and then after that we go deeper, and then the ascendant is the path into your own soul and into that specific light you are here to radiate into the world, and to be more of service for humanity, doing the work you're supposed to do in this life. And that is kind of the point of esoteric healing and
wow,
astrology.
I'm looking so much to meet you here in Stockholm. Have you been in Stockholm before, Katarina?
Yes, I have. I was a figure skater before, so I traveled to Sweden.
What were you?
Figure skater?
Ice skating.
Mm,
Isprinsessa.
yeah.
That was my dream work, but I was too fat. I'm sorry. But okay, figure skaters. Okay, so cool. So we're looking forward to meet you here in Stockholm well, it's going to be 1.5 months or something like that. So, uh, was it something you wanted to say more, add to this, Katarina?
I'm very happy to be able to be in Stockholm with you, and I'm really looking forward to see you in person. I'm looking forward to meet Maurice again. That's been a long time, and to hear his lectures, they are very good. And to meet Mallory in person, that would be fun. And I'm also trying to bring a lot of Norwegians to the conference.
Yes, because we need the Norwegians with us. If not, without the Norwegians, it's not funny, you know. So, okay, you are also very, very welcome. Okay, thank you, and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.